guys, King Crisis here. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Welcome to What If Naruto had Thor's powers? Was Thor's reincarnation? I don't really know quite yet. Anyways, with that being said, let's start this video. This video starts off 5,000 years before the start of the original Naruto story. Well, there you see Asgard in complete ruins, and there only being a couple hundred Asgardians left. And these Asgardians fought and survived in the ruins of Asgard for years until they managed to find one functioning ship. And on that ship, the only thing keeping that ship powered was 3 items. And those 3 items, of course, was Thor's hammer, Stormbreaker, which is Thor's axe, and most importantly, a weapon that not many people are familiar with, Storm's Edge. I'm pretty sure I got that weapon name correct. If not, so fucking be it. But that's basically the sword that Thor made for his daughter. And I'm pretty sure I named it wrong. I don't give a damn if I did. Basically, a big ass lightning sword, a big ass lightning hammer, and a big ass fucking axe. But most importantly was the final thing. And now I said 3, but why not make it 4? Zeus's lightning bolt. Now guys, I'm going to be completely manipulating this timeline and make it get partial canon to the MCU whilst also making it partial canon to the comics. Which means this is all going to exist within its own separate little timeline. So you may be wondering why I include the sword. You'll see because I have a pretty good usage for the sword a little bit later on. Just know Naruto's not going to use it because there's no point in giving Naruto a hammer, an axe, a lightning bolt, and a sword. Why the fuck would I give him a sword as well? The sword is for another character, which can be interpreted as to whoever you want it to be. Just know it's not going to be Sakura. Anyways, with that being said, let's get into this. Now, they end up landing, okay, on the ship. They end up landing onto planet Earth. And yes, this timeline, this isn't the exact Earth that they were looking for. They actually went to the wrong planet Earth. And on this planet, it's the world of Naruto, the canon world of Naruto. You see, they were thinking they were making course towards Earth, the one that Thor comes from. Little did they know, the ship took them to the closest planet to Earth. Not the closest planet to Earth, like beside them, no, the closest planet similar to Earth. Because the Earth that they're looking for is destroyed. It's destroyed. At this point in time, the humans killed themselves, and everyone and everything was gone. They've been looking for Thor for years, for 2,000 years in fact, but they could never find Thor. The Asgardians made it to this planet. Well, from there, their magic was a thing. They learned that these people had no power. They were honestly a little weak in comparison to themselves. So the Asgardians used their magic, and of course, they don't have insane amounts of magic at this point. They're not crazy, okay? They're not Thor, they're not Loki, they're not Odin, they're not... what the fuck's her name? Freya. They're not Hela. They're none of the... like, they're gods of their planet. They can't wield as much power as they can. But these Asgardians can do something. They can do something simple. And that's what they did. In turn, using their magical power for many years, they lived amongst these people until the arrival of Kaguya and Ishiki. And Kaguya and Ishiki eventually enough did all the things they did in the original timeline up to the same. But remember this. Thor's hammer, Thor's axe, Zeus's lightning bolt, and Storm's Edge are all still there. Unmoved, never moving from the spot from whence they lay. For all this time, they have never been moved. For thousands of years, they have never been moved. And it's gotten to the point where the ship that they were in has corroded. It literally got destroyed. Like, the ship they were in was destroyed in a great battle in between Hagoromo and the Ten Tails. Their ship was obliterated. But of course, Thor's hammer and all of his weaponry completely unscathed by everything. Unscathed, as nothing could harm them. They were indestructible. Surprisingly enough though, Stormbreaker was eventually removed. Stormbreaker was taken, and they learned that they can actually pick up Stormbreaker. But Mjolnir specifically, Mjolnir was never moved. It could never be moved. No matter what they tried, Mjolnir and Storm's Edge was never moved. They couldn't be moved no matter what it is they tried. So they gave up. They gave up. And 2 of the 4 weapons were taken. Stormbreaker was taken in a great ninja war by the Cloud Village, and Zeus's lightning bolt was taken by the Sand Village. Yes, I know there's the Leaf Village, the Sand Village, the Stone Village, and the Cloud Village. Oh yeah, and Land of Waves. So yeah. There's I think there's 5 villages or some shit. I don't fucking know. It's probably more, but I don't give a fuck for real. With that being said, this is what happens. With Mjolnir and Storm's Edge being within the Hidden Leaf Village and realizing no matter what they tried, no one was ever able to lift these 2 items. One day, as this area is blocked off from the people, they keep it blocked off by ninjas because once you go in there, it's very likely that you are to get struck by lightning. They can't explain as to why, it just happens. We're within this area, and no amount of chakra can protect you from the lightning bolts that usually strikes you down. The only time you're safe is when you can reach the vicinity of the hammer or the sword, and if you reach either one of them, it doesn't matter because you can't do anything once you get there except sit there until someone else is able to come and save you. Someone fast enough to escape. Which usually doesn't happen. But of course, you see, today, Naruto just got his ass kicked again by Sasuke. And a crying and upset Naruto would run into said forest. Now, when Naruto runs into this literal forbidden area, a young Naruto's a kid. He's upset, he's angry, he doesn't give a damn about this place being forbidden. He jumps over the fence. And he runs inside, not knowing the dangers of being in there. But as he runs in there, the place is turned blue. As lightning surges everywhere. And literally like a boom. A massive burst of thunder smikes into Naruto. Naruto is sent flying as the cage literally explodes. And now Naruto hits his head on the tree. He's knocked unconscious. Now when Naruto wakes up, he holds his head in extreme pain. The rest of his body hurts, of course, but his head, he can't even explain it. It's an ungodly amount of pain. Ugh, the immortal body feels disgusting. The fuck? Naruto would say after he says that, confused as to why he said that. He would look at himself confused. And then, why? So this is the body I've chosen. Interesting. Why was I born in this one? What made my power choose this one to resurrect me in? As Thor looks at himself, he begins to wonder. And he then proceeds to look upon all of Naruto's memories, realizing who the kid is. Thor would close his eyes, focus his mind, or from there he would see a young Naruto, a young child. As there, inside of his mindscape, he also sees Kurama. Who the hell are you? Thor would just simply slightly side-eye Kurama, but go back to looking towards Naruto. Naruto Uzumaki, it is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Thor Odinson, and I am the god of... You didn't answer my damn question! Who are you? Yet again, Thor would just simply side-eye him, and completely go back to talking to Naruto. I am the god of thunder, and I hereby choose you to inherit my power, to inherit my will, for me and you to become one and the same. If you agree with this process, my soul will vanish, will be destroyed. Your soul will vanish, will be destroyed, and the remaining pieces will merge into one new being. Of course, you will be in control. The difference is you will no longer be the exact same, and there's a chance of your physiology changing. You no longer being human, but instead becoming a god. An Asgardian god at that, one of the more powerful of the gods. As he hears those words, Naruto will look at him and ask, is there any downsides to this? No, there are not. Not really. Most of it is 100% positive. Then of course, Naruto would say calmly. As Kurama hears this, he would scream, you won't be doing no such... Thor then would say, okay, enough. And he would wave his hand as a massive lightning bolt smites down Kurama in his tracks, breaking right through the cell and instantly, horrifically electrocuting Kurama. Enough of you. You speak once more, Fox, and I will eviscerate you. And Kurama couldn't do anything. He was clapped. He was put down just like that. And as Thor does this, he walks towards Kurama as lightning begins to surge all within the seal. Because yes, the lightning broke through the seal, but it didn't destroy the seal. Like, it bypassed it. As a literal lightning collar will wrap around Kurama, and chains will literally wrap around all of his tails and his neck, having him chained up by the tail in his neck against the fucking wall. As Thor then would turn and look back at Naruto, he lets off a little smile as Naruto would agree. And as this happens, Naruto would pass out again, passing right back out in the hospital room. But this time around, and mind y'all, I didn't really mention Naruto's age. He's 5. Alright, he's 5 years old. So, like, this is very early on in the story. But he passes right back out, slap back out. And as he's unconscious again, Naruto wakes up a year later, a freaking year later. And when he wakes up, he has access to all of Thor's memories, realizing that Thor never abandoned his people. His people somehow ended up on his planet. He, of course, has the knowledge because he has Mjolnir, so he knows everything that happened to his people. But Thor was battling with the Avengers, and in his death, Mjolnir and all of his weapons went back to Asgard. Because that is Thor's home, and bullshit reasons, they just kind of flew back to Asgard. I'm pretty sure they can't do this in the comics, but for those of you guys who don't know this, Mjolnir is a god, okay? Thor's hammer, and this is comics, kind of comic spoilers, but y'all don't read the fucking comics, so I can go ahead and say this. But Mjolnir is a god. Mjolnir itself is the god of hammers, okay? So, yeah. With that being said, time skip. That being said, you now see this. Naruto is now seen sitting down. Oh, he's seen walking home. And when he gets into his home, he sees Hiruzen sitting on his bed. And he looks at him confused. Is everything okay, Lord Hokage? You've been in a coma for a year now, Naruto. Are you okay? Of course, GG. Naruto would fist bump Hiruzen, and then we would time skip. They begin to realize, Danzo and all the others, that the sacred items cast within the forbidden thunder zone have all stopped casting thunder. They can't explain what it is, but the lightning that usually goes around there has stopped. And Hiruzen and all of his men has sent envoys inside. But when they did, the only thing they seen, Hiruzen himself was in there. Danzo was in there. Mind y'all, this is 3 years later. So we're gonna make Naruto 9 at this point. This is after the Uchiha Massacre, all that good stuff. Naruto is seen sitting down. So look at that. It took you guys 3 years to realize the lightning has stopped. Hiruzen would look at him confused. Danzo would look at him confused. What are you doing in here, Naruto? Leave now. This is forbidden area. This is forbidden because of me. Naruto would say calmly, the lightning here is my lightning. What the fuck are you talking about? Danzo would say, what I'm saying is, you guys now stepping foot into my territory. And as the god of thunder, I'm only gonna say this once. Everything here is mine. The power here, mine. The lightning here, mine. The bitches here, mine. With that being said, everybody in this room needs to get this through their heads right now. I am the god of thunder. I am the god of your people. I'm the king of this place. After all, the rest of the royal family is gone. So, what's it gonna be? The fuck are you talking about? Hiruzen would say, okay, you don't seem to understand. Naruto would lift up his hand as Mjolnir would fly into his hand. And everyone just looked stunned. Because no one, in the course of over 2,000 years has been able to move that goddamn hammer. They've been able to move the lightning bolt and move the axe, but no one has lifted that goddamn hammer in 2,000 some years. And Naruto did it so calmly, no effort whatsoever. He then would lift up his other hand as the sword would fly into his hand as well. Storm Edge and Mjolnir are both being held by Naruto simultaneously. As this happens, Danzo will say, "Is that supposed to intimidate us?" "No, it isn't. This is." Naruto would lift up his hand, and as he does so, clouds begin to form. Or my bad, he lifts up Mjolnir, and the clouds begin to form all around the area. Immense amounts of cloud. These are mine, simply put. And with them, with me, they're able to access their true power. And I'm able to will them to access my true power. And since they belong to me, I'm letting this be known now. You're not taking these because this is not Leaf Village property, and neither is Stormbreaker nor the Lightning Bolt. And I would be retrieving all of my items back. He says it very calmly. The lightning bolt can be broken into hundreds of pieces, thousands of pieces. They're able to be remotely controlled by the user. They're all able to zap and harness lightning through them. It's able to teleport. Stormbreaker is able to call upon the Bifrost. They're all interesting and they're all overpowered in their own sense. Mjolnir is able to be broken into a bunch of pieces as well, but is able to come back together to its true form. He looks forward, like with a dark look in his eye. These are mine. End of discussion. Naruto then begins to spin Mjolnir as he flies home. Hiruzen, Danzo, and Abu are confused as they call upon a council meeting. Okay, what are we gonna do? What do you mean what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about Naruto taking the sacred boats? Nothing. None of us can. What do you mean? None of us can even lift them. What are we really gonna do about it? Take them back? How are we gonna take them back if we can't pick them up? I don't know, but we need to take them back from the boy. He doesn't deserve them. First off, Hiruzen will say, he doesn't deserve them. It's kind of a wild statement considering we don't know how the fuck he got them. So yeah, you can't even say he doesn't deserve them because we don't know how he got them because we can't lift them. There is nothing we can do, Danzo. Cry about it. But there ain't nothing we can do about that. Sorry. Kind of. I'm really not sorry. If there ain't nothing we can do, there's just simply nothing we can do. And you think this is a good idea to allow the boy to wield these items? He's a child, so of course not. But if there's nothing we can do about it, there's just simply nothing we can do about it. I mean, we can always try to take them back, but we're not going to succeed. We can't touch them, remember? No matter what we try, we can't even move them. So what are we realistically going to do about Naruto wielding the items? You're right. What are we going to do? Nothing, you fucking dumbass. As Hiruzen would walk away, and he would put an end to the council meeting. Or from here, we cut on over towards Naruto, who was in the forest of death, slaying bears, just absolutely obliterating them, smacking them with Mjolnir, throwing these big ass monsters all around the place because they're nothing to him. They're just really big beasts. And Naruto, and Thor, by the way, loves fighting big ass monsters. So he's just beating them up for fun. Because, well, it is fun. Smacking monsters all around the place is one of Thor's favorite activities. So he doesn't stop. He completely destroys every monster nearby. Or from here, he ends up walking off, getting ready to go home and shit. When he stopped in his tracks. Come out, he would say calmly. And as this is said, Kakashi would walk out of the forest, wearing his Anbu mask. Who are you? My name? I don't have one. Yeah, cut the Anbu bullshit, he would say. Who are you? Kakashi would say, I believe you won't tell anyone. Might as well. Kakashi removes his mask. I'm Kakashi Hatake. I've been watching you your whole life. You've what? I've been watching you your whole life. It's my job. It's my duty to your father. It's your duty to my father. So it's your duty to the fourth Hokage. Naruto would say calmly. What? How do you know that? I'm not an idiot. And it's very obvious that my father was the fourth. Anybody who has eyes and common sense will be able to realize that. But not many people are that smart. He then would just question once more. So, what is it exactly that you want? Nothing. But he does want to see exactly what Naruto is capable of. He's seen him take down simple beasts with the hammer, but that's about it. As Naruto would say, well, let's make a deal. He throws Mjolnir to the ground. Lift it. And if you can, maybe then I'll fight you. After all, have you ever tried to lift this hammer? Kakashi would look at it. I saw no point in it. Why would I lift the hammer if I didn't think I'd be able to do anything? Naruto smirks. See, that's what I'd like. Try it. Kakashi would walk forward. As he grabs Mjolnir, picks it up. See? I can lift it. Does that mean anyone can lift it now? No. There's probably only 2 people in this village that can lift it. Other than me, of course. And that's more than likely you and Might's guy. But we're not going to focus on that for now. For now, let's have your little fight. As Naruto would call Mjolnir back to his hand, and he would spin the hammer rapidly. Kakashi would look forward as he gets into a fighting stance, but Naruto booms forward, appearing right in front of Kakashi and smacks him with Mjolnir. Kakashi is sent flying, where his face is slammed into the tree. But to Kakashi's surprise, he feels, strangely enough, massively stronger. He can't explain it, but he feels a crazy amount of power flowing throughout him. And that's of course because anyone who is worthy and who can lift up Mjolnir was bestowed the power of Thor, which of course means that Kakashi just got a crazy power amp. So make it clear, guys, I'm not going to give Kakashi Thor's lightning, but what I did do was give him the strength, the durability, and the speed of Thor. We're going to make it like this. The only way you can channel the lightning of Thor is if you have Mjolnir. But if you're worthy to lift it, and if you actually do lift it, only if you actually do lift it. So you can be worthy, but you're not going to have the power. Which means that you actually have to lift the hammer, and then you get the power. So basically, if you're worthy to lift Mjolnir, and you touch Mjolnir, and you lift Mjolnir, then boom, you get the power. Like, you will dead ass get that power. And I know that's not how it works, but you know. I low-key did it so that Kakashi can survive getting hit by Mjolnir, because realistically speaking, he probably wouldn't. So, yeah. This time around he does though. He survives getting hit by Mjolnir pretty easily. He gets up. Okay. Boom! He blitzes towards Naruto. And Kakashi like blitzes right past Naruto because he's like confused as to how he suddenly became this fast. After Kakashi blitzed past Naruto, he didn't understand. He turned around and just looked at him confused. And Naruto says, okay, I'm gonna have to stop real quick. Look, man, you picked up my hammer. You were worthy to pick up my hammer, okay? Which means since you were worthy to pick up my hammer, you have been bestowed my power. Basically, you are now just as fast as me, just as durable as me, and just as strong as me. Well, you were just as strong as me before I got all of my power-ups, which means that you're just equivalent to my strength about a couple thousand years ago. I'd say 6,000 years ago, you're equal to 6,000 year ago me. Physical strength only, of course. And that means you can also channel my lightning only when you're wielding Mjolnir. So let's say I am incapacitated and cannot fight for whatever reason. You can wield my hammer and wield my powers. And by wielding the hammer, you're able to harness its lightning, or by wielding Stormbreaker, Storm's Edge, or the Lightning Bolt, you can harness and channel my lightning through that. But of course, without them, you cannot harness the lightning. As he says this, Kakashi would nod. Basically, you just gotta get used to your new strength and speed. As Naruto starts jumping up and down, Kakashi would weave hand signs. As he would jump upwards into the air, fire style fireball jutsu! As he ends up firing off a fireball, but to the surprise of Kakashi, his chakra-based jutsus are now all enhanced greatly. So instead of him firing off a basic fireball, it instead was a brilliant blue fireball that shot towards Naruto. And as the flames come charging in towards Naruto, Naruto would spin Mjolnir and create a wind vortex. From doing so, as it ends up easily putting out the fireball, Naruto then would rush forward, appearing right in front of Kakashi. He bashes Mjolnir into his stomach, spins and bashes him square across the face with Mjolnir. literally throwing Kakashi back. Kakashi ends up slamming into some trees and he's just stunned. Naruto's strength and speed is stupid. It's ridiculous. And he just looks upward. Okay, yeah, nah, I'm like 90% sure I won't win this. But fuck it. Chidori! Kakashi zooms forward with a Chidori. It comes flying in towards Naruto. Naruto just looks at it and the lightning is put out. And Kakashi stops. Yeah, you won. And Naruto would smirk. I won? Already? Aren't you like, what, 20-something years old? I just beat the fuck out of a 20-year-old man. I'm the fucking GOAT. As he ends up walking away, we now time skip to a fully, like starting the original anime Naruto. Now, during this point in time, Naruto has done nothing but train with Mjolnir and Storm's Edge, like crazy. Learning how to use Storm's Edge perfectly, he also learned how to break Mjolnir apart into those little bitty shards that Jane Foster can do. He's learned that he can actually, like, literally shapeshift using Mjolnir. It can turn into a fucking umbrella or a cane for whatever fucking reason. He don't really have an explanation as to how it does it, it just does. He realized that if he uses his full power, his suit activates, which is basically Thor's suit gets put on his body, and they're able to utilize the suit perfectly. With this being said, this is all Naruto realizes. And now, we time skip, baby. Time skip. Boom! Now, Naruto is seen in class as Iruka tells Naruto to come up before the class and to perform the Shadow Clone Jutsu. Naruto tells him that he'll do him one better. Elementals Clone Jutsu, Lightning Clones! As Naruto would say this, a bunch of lightning clones begin to appear. Is that enough? And Iruka would nod. Yeah, perfect, you passed. With this, we end up time skipping. Naruto steps into the ring with Sasuke, and as soon as he does so, the class begins to cheer loudly for Sasuke. But Naruto doesn't care. Naruto looks at Sasuke with a blunt facial expression. Look, hey, Iruka, you said weapons aren't allowed unless they're basic ninja tools or they're suited to our power, correct? He would nod. Naruto says, well, I have a weapon that is technically suited to my powers. And it's technically from my clans. Would that mean that I'm allowed to wield it? Iruka would look confused for a moment, but say, yeah. Naruto says, thank you, as he then lifts up his hand. Come to me. He would say calmly, as Mjolnir would fly into Naruto's hand. And as Iruka seizes, his jaw would drop. That's the forbidden hammer. Naruto says, yeah, my forbidden hammer. And he just says that bluntly. Attitude. Says it as in a bitchy way. And Iruka just like, I don't know if I can let you use that though, Naruto. I mean, that's an insanely powerful weapon. If you're scared, say that. And Iruka's like, I'm not scared, but like, okay, yeah. Sasuke then says, it doesn't matter what it is, I can handle it, Iruka, Sensei. And Naruto's like, oh, can he? Bet. Naruto now has a serious facial expression, as Sasuke would charge in towards Naruto. He goes directly as he jumps up and goes in for a kick. Naruto would grab Mjolnir and smash it into Sasuke's face, breaking, destroying, shattering Sasuke's jaw. Sasuke flops straight to the ground unconscious. And the class silent. Everyone who just witnessed that dead silent, because what the actual fuck did they just witness? In one foul swing, Naruto just brutally put down Sasuke and humiliated him in front of everyone. And let's just keep it a buck. Sakura was not going for that. She starts crashing out, along with every Sasuke fangirl. As they're all yelling and cursing at Naruto, calling him a monster for what he did to Sasuke, Naruto shows no care. And bro just walks off. With this being said, Naruto's declared the winner. And with this being said, Naruto's walking off. From there, he would hear Mizuki talking to a kid about stealing the sacred scroll, how it would help her pass. Naruto overhears since he would wait. He sees how well the kid can perform, and the kid ended up getting closer to Hokage Mansion, where from there, Naruto would appear, and basically he would tell the kid to, trust him on this. He ends up talking to the kid, where from there, Naruto explained to Iruka that Mizuki was lying. But, he'll take the kid's place real quick. Naruto will weave his signs he will perform the transformation jutsu, transforming into the kid. Mind y'all guys, Naruto can in fact use jutsus now, due to him having Thor's experience with magic. Understanding chakra is going to be way easier than understanding magic. So yeah, he got that magic shit down packed. Also, for the sake of the story, nature energy is simply just going to be magic, okay? So Sage Mode and all their techniques, simply put, is just magic. Which means that Thor is going to have his own Sage Mode, but you'll see that later on in the video. Anyways, with that being said, Chaboomski. Time skip, baby. We now see Naruto. Naruto is seen chilling. My bad, y'all. He's seen sitting in the forest. Of course, he's now disguised as the young girl. Mizuki ends up arriving. He says the girl's name and says, "Thank you for giving me the sacred scroll." And he ends up throwing the shuriken towards her to kill her, but she catches it. And he looks confused. Huh? You know, trying to kill a little kid is fucking crazy. As he tosses the shuriken into the air and poof, turning into Naruto. Naruto then say, "I don't even need the hammer for you." Really, I don't need the hammer for most people. He ends up literally putting the hammer down as he cracks his neck. And he takes a step forward, appears right in front of Mizuki, and hits him with a mean haymaker, slap to the face, sending Mizuki flying. Naruto then would burst after him, flying after him at super crazy speeds. Really, he jumped, but you know, basically flew due to how fast he was moving. Appears right behind him, spins and kicks him right across the head, sending him flying again. Well, from there, Naruto will jump upwards, spin mid-air, and land a ruthless kick to Mizuki's back, slamming him onto the ground, causing Mizuki to ache at pain as Naruto stands over him disappointedly. "You did all that. I was expecting a challenge, and yet you're nothing in comparison to me." I mean, not too surprised. Most people aren't that much of anything in comparison to me, but geez, I was really expecting, well, something, but you're just fucking pathetic. As Naruto would lift up Mjolnir, lightning begins to drain through it. But since you were planning on killing a kid here, guess what? You're a nine-tailed Shinchuriki. Anyways, like I was saying, since you were planning on killing a kid, what? Why would you just ignore that? You're a demon. I already know about the fox. Did you really think you could hide this from me? Did you really think anyone would hide the fact that I have a demon living inside of me from me? No, this village is pretty shitty, but you know, they're not that fucking shitty. As Naruto holds up Mjolnir, he begins to spin it as he smacks that bitch down right onto Mizuki's back, cracking and fucking up his back in the brutal process. Naruto then looks at him with a disappointed look, calls him pathetic, and he would leave. Here he will return the sacred scroll. Naruto never looks at it, because Naruto doesn't see the scroll is really worth his time, and this time around, it's genuinely not. But with that being said, this is where we end off part 1. Comment down below any what if ideas you guys have. I have another what if coming out probably tomorrow. It's going to be a movie more than likely, because you know, I hadn't done a movie in quite a while, you know, might as well do a little fun one real quick. Anyways, with that being said, I'm out, guys.